All right, good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Alexandra Cranford at WWL Louisiana, and we're just getting you a quick update on what's happening with our weather. We do have some rain moving in. Thankfully, it is not severe, and it is really not even that heavy for most spots. As we check out our live radar scene right now, let me punch this up for you so we can take a look. This is our radar scene, and we do have showers moving across the area. We have had a couple of storms, some far north of our area earlier today, and some around Baton Rouge, and a few lightning strikes here and there, but mostly we're looking at just some rain kind of moving in. These storms have been weakening as they've been moving in from the west, so that's been a good thing for us. We got a lot of rain in a lot of spots yesterday, last night, early this morning, and now we're getting a repeat of some rain, but thankfully it is manageable at this point. We're not really expecting a whole lot of super active, kind of stronger storms or flooding rains this afternoon. Thankfully, we're just dealing with a little bit more rain, tacking on maybe a few tenths of an inch to our rain totals that we've already gotten yesterday and last night. Now you can see New Orleans with the light rain over it. Some south of New Orleans around Estelle, which was one of our highest rain totals, by the way, from the past couple days. And Belchase, too, got a lot of rain there. North of Lake Pontchartrain, we do have some rain rolling in from the west to the east here as well across a big chunk of St. Tammany, but parts of Tangipahoa Parish now looking at a little break. Farther south along the coast, that's actually where we do have a couple of these storms, one about to pass south of Grand Isle, not far from Port Fourchon, and then we also have a few out side of Houma and toward Morgan City. So there's plenty of action on radar, but again, nothing severe, so that's a great thing. And also nothing expected to be super heavy, although we'll keep an eye on it through the afternoon. But we are seeing everything pushing pretty quickly off to the east, and then we're going to be finished with the rain for a while after this leaves us by this evening. Looking out, you can see that we do have a front out to our northwest. We've seen these showers and storms forming out ahead of that front and then moving across our area. Now, looking at our high resolution model as you make your plans the rest of the day, this has a little too much rain compared to what we're actually seeing at this point. So keep in mind it's going a little heavy, but you can see by 5 p.m. even this model has most of the rain off to the east and will be calming down by about 7 o'clock. You can see not a lot of rain around. And again, thankfully, these storms have been, as they move to the east, on a weakening trend. So that's been a good thing for us so far this afternoon. 9 p.m. I think will mostly be quiet. Looking at our severe risk, it looks like we've actually been dropped from our severe risk for today. For most spots, it was very low anyway to start off with. We knew today weren't going to get that kind of strong thunderstorm action like we saw in spots yesterday. Flooding rain outlook also has dropped for us today. So again, this is mostly a good news kind of weather update, even though we have some rain, maybe don't need to add more to what you already got. But thankfully, I don't think flooding will be a big issue for today. How much rain? Well, our models are showing up to about a tenth of an inch, maybe a quarter inch, and possibly for some spots near a half inch. I think it'll be under a half inch for most of us today. So flooding concerns not really on the table. Looking back, by the way, if you were curious about how much rain we have gotten, Belchase over 4 inches, other spots like Kenner, the lakefront, and Chalmette well over 2 inches. This is over the past 2 days. Other spots, these are totals that have come in from the National Weather Service for different locations. More than 4 inches at Gretna, Avondale, and more than 3 at Raceland. And then many of you were kind enough to send me your rain totals on Facebook today. I sent out a request, and these were the totals that I got from those of you around our area who happen to have a rain gauge. From Bywater to Estelle, Marrero, well over 4 to 6 inches in those spots. And then Jesuit Bend, also a high total there. 5 inches. Other spots like Gentilly Terrace, 2.5. Slidell got about 1 inch. And then Valentine in Lafourche Parish, almost 6 inches. Metairie, more than 2 inches. And then Madisonville, close to 3 there. And Bayou Gauche, more than 4 inches. So looking at our forecast for the rest of the afternoon, our temperature right now is at 68. In the New Orleans area, we do have mostly 70s or 60s. Our south winds are coming in at this point. Actually, we are seeing mainly some northern winds along our south shore of Lake Pontchartrain areas, kind of westerly bent here at Belchase, but we are going to be seeing slightly drier air starting to move in. So tomorrow is going to be a very different feel. We've been talking about Wednesday. That's kind of like the highlight of this week because it will be very pleasant. Today, we still have that high chance for rain in the next few hours. but after sunset, we should be much drier. Temperatures topping out lower to middle 70s. And then tonight, one more thing to watch out for will be with our temperatures getting cooler and with so much moisture in the soil, we might see some areas of dense fog. So that will be a concern tonight and early tomorrow and maybe again on Thursday. Although after that morning fog risk tomorrow, look how pretty it looks. Like a great day. A little less humid, feeling very comfortable in the 70s. Sun coming out, partly cloudy skies. In the evening, we're back in the 70s, falling into the 60s. And then our 7-day forecast takes us close to 80 degrees toward the end of the week. We'll see Thursday looking pretty good too. I have it mainly dry. Friday, we get another round of showers and a few storms moving in. We'll watch this system. There might be a couple of strong to maybe severe storms with that. Might have a couple of showers maybe lasting into early Saturday too, but we will also get a front on Saturday, and that will bring our temperatures down for Sunday. Also, of course, note the daylight saving time change there. We spring forward 1 hour early Sunday morning. And then Sunday, we're looking at close to 50 to start the day, topping out only middle 60s. We have some clouds, maybe some breaks of sun. And then Monday, too, a kind of chilly start, some 40s north to lower 50s south of the lake, and high temperatures in the 60s. Very mixed bag this time of year, whether people want it to keep warming up and feeling nice near 80, or whether people want a final cool down. But we do get a little bit of one for sure this weekend with those chilly mornings and temperatures topping out only in the 60s for the afternoons. So we'll go back to our radar really quickly, and I'll leave you with that. Again, if you're just joining us, we're just getting you a quick update on what's happening with our weather on this Tuesday afternoon. We've seen a lot of rain yesterday, last night, early this morning, and now we are indeed seeing a repeat of some showers. But the big key points, these storms are mainly weakening as they move in. It's mostly just some light showers today. We're not really looking at a flooding risk anymore. This is not the kind of rain setup that's going to dump a quick 2 inches or anything like that over us. I think we might get up to maybe ½ an inch at the most. And these showers, by the way, are moving. So just hang with it a few more hours. We'll see the rain leave by this evening and tonight. And then we're looking for a pretty day on Wednesday. We'll get you more updates. And of course, we'll have more coming up on WWL Louisiana News at 5 and 6.